Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Hey,
Welcome, all you cool cats and kittens. What is happening tonight? Good evening. It's not quite prime time, and we are officially live here tonight. There's Matt. There's Jen. And we're all live here tonight. I've got myself streaming on 3 different devices here. Let me
Okay, hold on.
What's going on?
I'm eating Lucky. This needs to be debunked. I'm eating Lucky Charms. What charm is this? Oh, okay, Jesus. I can't.
What are we watching here?
What charm is this? What is that? Is that a ray of sunshine?
Is it a shooting star?
I don't know.
Is it a
Where
shooting
did
star?
you get that? Oh, man. I think we need to work on a theme song. I think that's next. We got to start working on that. Welcome to it. It's not quite prime time. Chris, Jen, and Matt, we have some special guests that are going to join us here in a little bit. Matt's getting a haircut tonight. Looks like you got yourself all showered up, Matty.
Yeah, well, I had to make the hair wet, so I think I got it all ready for cutting now, yeah.
That's good. That's good. Jen is sitting back in her cave. We have Mark Reinhart's going to join us here just a little bit. Looks like he's just loading up right now. Mark's a local artist. And I think besides him telling us what he's doing around town, we're going to get him to evaluate that piece of art behind you, Jen, which is drawn a lot of attention. There it is.
Oh my God, I feel like Vanna White.
Yeah. If Vanna didn't shower for 3 days.
Yeah.
Can you download these after you do them?
I kid. Thanks to everybody for jumping online. We appreciate it. Yeah, we got a lot of people that say yes. Hi, Chris McLeod.
That's probably accurate right there.
Yep.
Hi, Chris McLeod.
Yeah, that's well. Yeah. Oh, Caitlin just did a home haircut, so we're going to do that coming up a little bit, Maddie.
Nice.
We've got that coming up. Robert, thanks for jumping in there. Rob, we appreciate it. We miss you and your coffees. Adam says he needs a haircut too, so bad. So we'll have to see how that goes. So Matt is getting himself a home haircut. That's coming up here in a little bit. I ran out to the LCBO here this afternoon and had to make a run. My Lord, was it backed up? It was all the way down the sidewalk, and it looked like I had gotten myself involved in a ninja movie with the amount of people. Like I haven't been out in a while besides going to work and then coming right home. I haven't seen people out with the masks on. Have you guys seen this yet? And we've talked about it, but it's full on right now.
Really? I've only seen a couple at the grocery store. Like there's a elderly couple, well, I don't know, elderly, but over 70 that was out one day and they had to get some groceries. So they were out there with the masks on, but I haven't seen it too much yet. And Michelle, my wife just came back from the grocery store. She said it was nuts and that there's nothing left there yet. Of course, ahead of the long weekend. So
it was like getting into a club. Literally, you had to line up. And they're doing a great job, and I understand exactly why they're doing it. But they had to line up, and then as you got to the front, the bouncer looked and he says, "You have a temperature?" And I said, "No, I've been good." "Have you left the country?" And I said, "No, I haven't." "Do you know what you're looking for?" And I was like, "Well, it's the toy store here. Let's." I thought I'd look around a little bit, and they don't want you to do that. That makes a lot of sense. So it's like you get in, get what you need, and get out. So it's a one out, one in kind of situation. So somebody left. I obviously got in. They lifted the stanchion, the velvet rope for me, and you walk in, and then they've got the full on masks, and you have to get yourself some hand sanitizer. And then all the aisles are marked. It's like driving through Hamilton, all the one-way streets.
One ways, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. Hey, my mom says she can cut your hair.
Really? Well, that was good to know before tonight.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that to you. Mandy, thanks for tuning in here, and also James. So, talking about the masks.
I saw someone on TikTok who did a video about that using his audio. And when it said speaking moistly, she had water in her mouth and it was falling out.
Every time I hear that still, I can't focus because all I think about, we're of course talking about when Justin Trudeau mentioned that the masks will help you to avoid speaking moistly. And all I have had in my brain all week is speaking far too moistly, so I can't get that out of my head. So, all right. Hey, thanks everybody for joining on. Matt's going to get that haircut a little bit. James, thank you for those comments. Let's bring in our first guest. We've got Mark Reinhart, who is here right now. There's Mark. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How's it going?
Very good. So Mark is a local artist. Mark is also a outreach coordinator for arts and culture for the municipality of Chatham-Kent. And he has been very, very busy here the last little while. You've been doing some, is duct tape art the way I can say it, or how would you like us to identify it?
Yeah, sure. So it's installation art and public art, and I just use duct tape as my medium.
And you've been going around town and doing some special little things. Let me see. I'm going to try to pull this up. See if I can do this. Okay. So we'll show some pictures.
Nice.
Hey,
There's
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
So where's this one out here, Mark?
yeah. So that's at the out in Wallaceburg. So the CKHA, Chatham Kent Health Alliance, the Wallaceburg location. So Fanny Vavulis is a buddy of mine, the director of communications out there, and she wanted to celebrate our healthcare workers in a very specific way. So she and her staff came up with this message, and then I duct taped it on both the Wallaceburg location and the location in Chatham as well.
That is awesome. And now this one's at a home, right? Be apart, stay together, CK?
Yeah, so that's a local artist, Tracy Bolche, who I imagine a lot of you are familiar with. Large scale, beautiful abstract paintings she does. So that was her place out on River Road. She had the perfect canvas for me to work with. And that's a hashtag that we've been using for a lot of this initiative. Rebecca Haskell-Thomas, who is in public health, doing an amazing job in communications there. We came up with that hashtag as a way to make sure that people are staying apart, because that's what we need to do. But at the same time, coming together, in my case, through art and through conversation, but in a number of different ways. People are being really creative right now, and it's really cool to see.
I got a couple more, so let's see what these are here. We got just another one, Courage, Dear Hearts.
So that's a shout out to that's my sister's house. So Christine Bintema, I'll give you a little shout out here. It's a C.S. Lewis quote, so Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe author. Yeah, so she has that tattooed on her arm actually, so she wanted me to put that in her house. That's been the other cool thing about this is so that's Hold On to Hope. That's DPM Insurance, right on St. Clair. So if you're just past Taco Bell on the right hand side, you'll see that one.
Yeah, and here I got one more, and this one's outside the Capitol.
Yeah. So I had it's funny when we talk about public art, especially temporary public art. It's temporary and it's out in public, so people can tamper with it. They can take it down if they feel so inclined. So I had an original message on there. We are all in this together, and then that one mysteriously disappeared one night. So I hey Christine. So I was determined to keep that spot as a place to put a message, and I figured that message was appropriate in terms of art having a role in what we're going through right now, but then also speaking to everybody as a community that we will persist kind of through what we're going through right now.
So this duct tape art that you've been doing is something you've done in previously, right? This isn't something you just came up with.
No, I've been doing it off and on for about 10 years now. Originally, the novelty of duct tape is that it's the width of a brick. So I can do pop-up murals kind of anywhere that has bricks. Yeah.
Huh.
The way I describe it, it's like I grab a bunch of color in my hand and then I blow it off, and then the mural kind of appears on the bricks. So it's meant to be interventionist based. It's meant to kind of interrupt your day. And then I've been experimenting with the words in the past few years, and then felt compelled when all this is going on to help me make sense of things and to help other people kind of to privilege their voice and put it in a really public way. I thought art's always the answer. So I figured I'd start covering some bricks and hopefully not get in trouble.
Go ahead.
I got a couple questions. Yeah, I got a couple questions. First of all, I mean, I only see gray and black duct tape at the store. So where are you getting all this stuff from?
Well, if I say that, then everybody's gonna take my supply. I can't tell you where I get it from. That's a secret.
All right. Funny. Now, then, what about? I was going to ask too. Looking at all those letters, what's the most difficult letter to sort of make it? Because you're sort of restricted in some ways, and the blocks that you're working in. So, are there any letters that are more difficult than others?
That's such a good question. The letters are blocked specifically because it is challenging to make, like an S, for example, or whatever.
Right. Exactly.
The one that I've played around with the most is the letter D. because the letter D can look like an O. So in the duct tape text world, I've been playing with that this past experience. And on that note too, the number of times that I've caught my own spelling, where I've been staring at a word for so long, I think, is that actually how you spell the word breathe? Because I'm so like, the one letters are right here, and I'm going a bit like
No kidding,
cross-eyed, but yeah.
I thought the letter I would be pretty hard, but
there's so many options. It could be a dot. It could have the two things.
We apologize. Jen is into the wine tonight. Are you not, Jennifer?
no, I'm just a local comedian.
Oh.
Support your local artists
and comedians, right?
We'll use that term loosely. That's for sure. So how long have you been doing this? Like, I know this is something you've done in the past, but how long have you been doing this this kind of art, this duct tape art?
For a while. I went to school back in the day, and I'm not a really good painter, but I like the idea of painting. So I use yarn and duct tape a lot for my stuff. And then I kind of left it off the plate. I got involved in other things and facilitating art happenings for other people. So I didn't really do much myself. But then when this kind of situation started happening, then it just became something that I could say immediately, and something that was temporary, so I could change it over and over again. And I'm just really familiar with this medium. So yeah.
I love it. Now, I don't want you to get inundated, but like, if a local business or a high profile location is interested, can they get a hold of you, or are you kind of just doing this on your own?
Well, at the moment I'm doing it on my own, on my off time. But I have the more the merrier.
Yep.
You can find me online. Facebook's the easiest, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Just send me like a little private message, or on Instagram, I'm at Mark Reinhart, so you can send me a little note there. I have about 35 businesses and private residences in the queue, which is amazing. And in particular, I have lots of ones based around Chatham at this point, and I have a few locations coming up in Wheatley and Blenheim. So anybody who's outside of Chatham, I'd love to get there, socially and physically distant, of course, and be mindful of all those practices. But yeah, I'd love to kind of get out to as many people and in many places as I can safely.
Well, we've offered up the CKSY building, so if you ever get a chance down Kyle Drive, I know you're busy, but feel free to use that as your canvas. I think you're doing an awesome job, and I know you've got so many ideas. Like, you've come in the studio, and we talk for 25 minutes off air about it. Just goes. So I can't wait to see what you come up with next. So
thanks so much for the support. It means a lot. Chatham Kent has lots to say, so I'm just the conduit.
Oh, that's great. Awesome. I love seeing it around. Yeah,
that looks great. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining us tonight.
My pleasure.
There's Mark Reinhart. See you, buddy. Stay well. All right. Wash your hands. There you go. Mark Reinhart, local artist from Chatham Kent. He works with the municipality.
We forgot to ask him about my painting.
Oh, no, Mark, don't go anywhere. No, is he still there? Mark, there you go.
Oh, he's still there.
We almost lost you, Mark. Okay. We forgot about this. This is Jen's house. Jen lives in a cave. Since you're a renowned artist locally, why does a young woman like Jen, what is this? Can you identify this piece of art?
Where did you get it from?
This was here when I moved in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
and I didn't
know what it is.
I didn't have furniture when I moved in, so I just used the furniture that's here. And then this was also here, and I don't know if it has any significance, or
is it worth anything? That's what we want to know.
I don't know. Oh, there's a name on it.
Oh, Picasso.
No, I can't read. I can't read the letters. But it's from 1984.
Is it a print? Like, can you touch it, and does it have like a texture to it?
It's a painting.
Oh, okay.
It's like oil, yeah.
Like, it's like acrylic on canvas.
She got it at
my instinct, because we're talking about duct tape, would be just to start adding little bits of duct tape onto it and make it your own.
I was
Check
thinking,
the back to see if there's a receipt to Bouclair.
I was thinking of doing glow in the dark painting.
Oh.
And then doing something creepy.
Okay.
That's creepy enough. I think you've nailed it. Creepy.
Just
Mark,
a bunch
we appreciate
of
it, buddy.
dots and all the different eyes you can make.
Oh, wow.
All right, Mark. Thanks, buddy. We have our next guest standing by. We appreciate it, Mark. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
My pleasure. See ya.
There's Mark Reinhart, local artist, is standing. Or thank you for Mark for joining us here tonight. We do have our other guest standing by, ladies and gentlemen. We usually get to hang out with this guy on Thursday morning, leading into the Easter weekend. This is Joe Fanelli of Maple City Bakery. Good evening, Joe. How you doing, buddy?
Great. How about you guys? This is fun.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is fun. Thanks for standing by and paying attention to Jen's art there. I didn't mean to bore you.
Art, I was into the Lucky Charm thing, and I've got my own Lucky Charm. And
Nice. Nice.
That is awesome.
And the haircuts. That's this is a home cut.
Yeah, really.
I went and bought one of those trimmers, and see that?
Nice.
Did you do that on purpose, Joe?
Yeah.
When you get in a fight with your wife when she's cutting your hair, and we argued about the setting, and I said, "Listen, I get a number 3. Just give me a number 3." She goes, "This thing goes to 23." I said, "I don't care. It's a 3." She said, "Okay." So here it is.
That looks like a half or something. I don't think that's a
That's right down to the wood. Joe, we wanted to get you on because we like to talk to the local businesses that are dealing with what's going on with the COVID-19. And like I said, we usually get to spend our Thursday morning leading to the long weekend hanging out with you. And we didn't get to do that here today. Just what's going on at the bakery? How are things going right now?
Well, it was certainly kind of sad today without you guys there. It's a tradition every day before Good Friday. We have you guys in, and it was really different, really different.
Yeah.
But we had a very good support today from the community. It's I couldn't be more thankful for the people that came in. We're practicing all of the social distancing things you have to do, and our staff is very diligent as well with the hand sanitizer, and we've got the plexiglass up in front of the people, and so things are working out okay. And I look forward really to, hopefully we can get this thing rolling pretty soon.
Yeah, for sure. Like I've been in a couple times, and I think one thing we should point out to Chatham Kent is you are open. Obviously, we can't go in and sit down and have a coffee, but you can take out coffees, and you're the home of the best apple fritter in all of Chatham Kent. And I know Matt and Jen agree because now that they're $1 a fritter, holy cow!
Mark gave me an idea. Like we've got that big wall. It's block. It's not exactly brick, but how about something like we're all in this together. We do not have to be alone.
Yeah, nice.
Mark's still here. Mark, you think we can do something over at Maple City Bakery?
I'm taking notes.
I love that. That would be cool. Joe, you're doing like takeout. So obviously that's a concern for a lot of people right now is going into the store. So how do we go about doing that? Like if I want some fritters and a coffee, how can I make that happen?
Well, there's a couple ways. There's a direct way you can come in. We're not super jammed, and we have social distancing markers on the floor, and you can just yell at my sister or somebody and say, "Tell them what you want," and we'll get it ready for you. The other thing you can do is you can call in, and we will bring it out to you in the parking lot. We have the portable debit machines, and that can enable that. And generally, if you give us like 5 minutes heads up, we can put together what you would like, whether it's a coffee and a donut or a dozen donuts, or for this weekend maybe some dinner rolls. You're gathering with a small group, and whatever you want we can put together and give you a total and bring you a receipt and right out to the vehicle, or you could come in.
Well, you're not open tomorrow?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we're closed tomorrow. We're open Saturday.
So you're open again Saturday, off Sunday.
Right. We're open from Saturday from 7 in the morning till 4:30, off Sunday, and then back at it 7 till 6 regular hours through the week.
Okay, Joe, be honest.
All right.
Did you turn your TV screen on to that?
I did.
Just on purpose?
Put on like that. My wife had the phone on, and I had to take it off.
Oh dear.
Oh, man. They're yelling at me. I said, "Come and say hello," but she won't. So.
Oh, come on.
Come on over here. Come on. Yeah,
Come on.
See who the architect of this haircut is.
Yeah, nice.
Hi guys.
Hey, how are you? That is an awesome haircut right there.
Yeah.
Isn't that like
I told him.
I'm already challenged,
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Joe. Hey, we appreciate it, buddy. We'll be in again real soon, and we can't wait to do another show there in the
you guys
in the store.
Nice.
I got one question still.
Oh, sorry, Matt. Sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's okay. No worries. I just want to know if you know where we can get some yeast and some bread flour, because I haven't seen any of that stuff
Absolutely.
anywhere.
We have yeast and bread. Now we sell our bread flour, unfortunately, in 20-kilo bags.
Well, I mean,
But
that's all right.
seriously, a lot of we're selling. Some days more bread and yeast than bread.
So you do sell yeast there, though?
Yeah. Bread, I should say. Sorry, we sell yeast. Yes.
Yeah.
We
Oh
sell
man.
the-
All right.
the fresh yeast, not the dry yeast.
Well, yeah.
We have to use about 4 times as much.
Okay.
It's much cheaper as well.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know where to go now.
£2, $6 or something like that.
Perfect. No, that sounds great.
Thanks, Joe. Have a great night. Have a great long weekend. All right.
Yeah, you guys too. Take care.
There's
Nice to see you.
Joe Fanelli,
See ya.
Favorite City Baker. See ya, buddy. All right. Well, that's we're chugging along here. We're literally chugging along here. Jen, you should slow down a little bit.
I literally woke up from a nap at 6:30, and I went to sleep at 2. And
and you got right into the wine.
no, I literally got up, was like, got Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms and wine. That's
It's not even wine.
what is it?
It's
Straight hand sanitizer.
that
What was
and,
going right
and
into
like
it?
a sparkling water.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get to this. Let's get to the main event. This is Matt's home haircut, or the Corona cut, as Matt's calling it. So
Yeah.
I should be up here soon at some point. I'm trying to grow this out, but Matt is got his wife. Is Michelle standing by there?
She's downstairs, but I'm
she's
gonna give
downstairs.
I'm gonna give us part of it a go myself. I think first.
Oh,
here.
okay. So Matt's going to start.
It's
So
gonna be a 2 self haircut.
all right. So Matt's obviously, well, Matt sets up here. We'll explain what's going on. Obviously, we can't do haircuts, as we saw Joe. You can't get to the barber here right now. So we said on the air this week, we're like, we should do some home haircuts. And Matt jumped on board. He's like, yeah, I'm in. Let's do it. So this morning on the air, we asked for suggestions, what we should do. I said, let's go business in the front, party in the back, go full on mullet, like skull it. Then we suggested maybe doing some steps on the side, like the hockey players used to do back in the day. I thought that would have been pretty funny. But
What is the one where it's like balding here, and then you still got the hairs here, like there's hair on the side, but you're like nothing here.
it's called middle-aged,
the monk,
middle-aged
like the
denial.
Yeah.
Like the monk cut. Like
The monk cut. All right, let's see. Tim Haskell says, oh no, Maddie's getting himself prepped. I was hoping you would have invested in the Flowbee, the vacuum air conditioner, or the vacuum air conditioner,
Yeah,
vacuum
I know,
chopper there. Let's
Might have made things a little easier, but
all right.
so.
I love the fact that Matt's just doing this solo. That's even better.
Well, I'm gonna give it a shot. I got number
Okay.
4 on here right now, so I got the trimmer out there. I've
All
never
right.
done this before, so I really don't know what I'm doing.
Straight
this
down the
is-
middle.
Yeah, you got to own
I
it,
gotta-
Matt.
I gotta take one of these things out of here. I had to hook up an extension cord to the so if a fire starts in the middle of this, just watch out.
Matt had to change locations too. He's at a little Amsterdam. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's see what Matt's got here with the home haircut. This is Corona Styles. Oh, that's anticlimactic. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. This is coming off there.
Yeah, I think, Matt, you got to go right down the middle. This is
I'm
a
looking a
horrible.
little rough.
Oh,
That's
that
how
one
it was?
caught. That one caught.
I don't know what
Oh,
that was
no.
doing. It's not too
Dan
bad
says
so
we should
far,
go for
yeah.
Mohawk. What do you got here?
Mohawk? Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know about that, but
I want to see you go right down. Are you getting the top two, Matt? Or are you just doing sides?
I'm just doing sides for now. I think I'm gonna leave the top for Michelle to help me out with later.
Okay. Okay,
But-
you're gonna have to post photos then.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Like I have a mirror sitting right above my phone here too, so I can actually kind of see what I'm doing. But I don't really. This is a real rush job, so I don't know.
Jen, how much are you hoping right now that that his power shuts off and he's done? And like this is how the haircut ends right here. That is so funny. Jen and I were joking on the air this morning that wouldn't it be funny if for some reason, some way, somehow this weekend that Ford says, "Hey, listen, we're good. You can go back to work on Monday. Everything's fine." And Matt shows up looking like this. Actually, it doesn't look too bad, Maddie. I think
I think that's just a buffer.
When are you, Jen? Are you next week?
No, but I got some pretty, you can't tell right now, but I got some pretty gnarly roots there.
Oh.
It makes me look kind of like I'm going bald in some places because they're so light.
Well, look at this mop here. This is a thing going on. I'm trying to get that fixed
Yeah, we
up.
should do your hair next.
I'm growing it out. I'm working on something.
Can you put it in a ponytail?
Not yet. All right, there we go. How much does he charge? Mike wants to know if he can stop by for a cut, Maddie, from a safe distance.
I don't know if you want to trust me with that. I'll switch to something a little. I'll switch to something a little bit lower now too.
All right, we'll give you a couple more swipes here, and then we're going to sign off and go about our
I
business.
think we
Before we
should
do
get
that-
your wife in on this.
Okay, hey Michelle, come on up here for a minute.
Hey, let's meet.
We'll
Let's
get
meet Michelle. How many months pregnant is your wife, Maddie?
I know she's due at the end of August, so I don't know how many months that is. I know when she's due. That's the only thing really like.
Hey, if you missed the news this week, Maddie, tell everybody what the news was.
Oh yeah, so we're having. So we just found out this week that we're having a boy.
That's
So
awesome.
we already have a boy first, and then we had a girl, and now we got another boy on the way. So pretty excited about that.
Congratulations. All right, there's Michelle. Hey, Michelle,
Okay.
how are you? I don't know if she can hear us, but thanks
She can't
for
hear
shouting
you,
in.
but
No, she can't hear us.
I was thinking. I was actually thinking. You mentioned the steps. I think I might actually be up for that.
Let's do it. All right, Michelle, let's see. Has she cut hair
she
before?
said she's cut hair before, but she hasn't cut the steps, and she's suggesting lightning bolt actually.
Oh,
So,
Jen, favorite lightning bolt?
is that
Yes.
good? Yeah,
Yes.
lightning bolt.
Lightning bolt.
You up for trying that out?
Right now?
Huh? Yeah, right now.
You gotta cut that short.
Well, you gotta cut it shorter than first. She's got.
No.
She's the expert. She said you gotta
This
cut
is
it down
becoming a
little first.
thing, eh? All right. You're a loving wife, Maddie.
She said it's bad already. It looks a lot worse from where she's standing. Well, she's like, "What was I doing? What was I doing?"
This is what happens when you get left alone.
You're on 4?
Yeah, I was on a 4. Well, you gotta just trim down a little bit, and then look at the. Yeah.
I love how the kids are wondering what mommy and daddy are doing right
Yeah,
now.
Bruce is coming up now. My son's coming up. Yeah.
Look at, she knows exactly what she's doing. Look at her. Wow, she's good. This is awesome. Hey, thanks again, Mark Reinhart, for jumping on here tonight, local artist, for chatting with us. Well, here's Mike says wife revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. This is where you find out if you did something wrong, eh?
Yeah. And thanks to Joe Fanelli over at Maple City Bakery. Of course, they are closed tomorrow, but we'll be reopened again on Saturday. If you need anything for your home Easter dinner, then you can do it like that. All right, here we go. She's gonna trim it up there.
Yeah.
Like she's going, like she's taking this for serious here.
I'm a little nervous because I can't see what's going on right now.
No, you're looking good.
Yeah, okay.
Never looked better. Like she is. She's done this before.
Okay. She said she's going for it.
All right, let's see it. You look like you should be on Jersey Shore. I think she's over committed on the lightning bolt here. Oh no!
Oh, she said she's not gonna work very well. This is going. This is going sideways quickly.
I'm gonna see somebody again. I see those two guys again.
Hey, Bruce wants to say hi to us.
Yeah. You want to say hi, Bruce?
Oh,
Can
wow.
you see him?
That is amazing, Matt.
Oh,
That is-
wow. Oh, yeah.
That is a good look.
Oh, no. That's bad.
No, that's not bad.
Oh, it's so thick. It's such a thick cut there. It's like, it's not a fine line. It's really...
Oh,
and
that
now
looks
you
like
have to go like
Oh,
bald.
no. Yeah,
Oh,
now
no.
I'm going to have to go all the way down.
that
Oh,
looks
well.
like you went through surgery this morning.
Yeah, it does.
That's actually
It looks like they had to operate. Oh my goodness. Oh.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Well,
honestly
Maddie,
do tiger stripes instead.
Tiger stripes instead now?
Yeah, you can hide that better.
that is awesome. That is
Oh,
awesome.
man.
Well, Maddie, you're getting
Well.
some love online. We do appreciate that.
See?
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Jen, enjoy your wine. Matt, I can't wait
Yeah,
to see
we'll
what
finish.
you come up with Monday
Yeah,
morning.
we'll finish
We're back
now.
at it.
Maybe I'll have to get something matching on the other side too. We'll see.
Oh, that's so funny. That's
Is there a cat
Just
there?
remember, this is
What is-
yeah. Bruce, show the cat. Show the cat. Come here.
That's a good look. There you go. Oh, I love it. I love this. That is
Yeah.
awesome. Well, Matt, thank you so much.
Yeah, that was
Jennifer, enjoy your wine. You guys have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. The cat's got to get back in
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Guys,
Yeah.
thank you very much. Enjoy
Yeah.
it. Not quite prime time. Have a good Easter weekend, Passover, whatever you're celebrating here this weekend. Have a good
Yeah.
weekend. We'll see you later. Cheers, guys.